Surprise! Made it to forehood. I'm in processing right now. Disregard my awesome messy hair. I don't know, I just wanna I can't sleep and I'm freaking out when I'm trying to go to sleep. It's like 7 in the morning and I can't sleep. Still just in the time. But let's just do a video. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And I'm just gonna do a video because I can't sleep under my bed. Maybe I just talk about coming here, just my journey of how I came from Korea to here. I'm just gonna talk about that. So today is Saturday, August 27th, 2022. And I came in the 24th, so 4, 5, 6, 7, so I'm on day 3 now. No, I came in on the, I came here like kind of 24th, 25th. But yeah, so my journey started on the 24th. I left Korea probably around like midday. It hit me because I was like, this is it. Like, I cleaned my room and I was like, I was kind of rushing through everything, so I made sure that obviously I had all my stuff packed. I had stuff I was gonna wear. I had everything like laid out, like what I would bring on the plane, and just like my survival kit for the freaking 13-hour plane ride. And then like supposed to be an hour. I'll tell you about that later. But it's supposed to be like an hour or 2-hour layover to clean, but that ended up being longer. Anyways, so yeah, so my journey started on the 24th. I left for the bus at one stop around like I got there at 1300, so probably around like 12:40. I left my room, headed to the bus stop, and probably around like 10 o'clock that morning, actually around 7 o'clock in the morning, I called the phone service I had in Korea, and I just called because I had put in a request to like terminate my my phone service with them, and it didn't. I still had phone service with them that day that I was gonna leave. So I called them, and they're like, okay, yeah, we'll cancel it today. So I was like, all right, bet. They canceled it probably around 10 o'clock, and funny story. So they finally canceled around 10 o'clock. So after that, like, I had no service. Like, leaving, I had no service. Like, I could not look up anything online. I couldn't text. I was in the dark. I was doing stuff on my own. I was like, all right, this is it. So when I got to the bus stop, I sat down. I got there super freaking early. And I sat on the bus. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna listen to some music. I put in my headphones. I was like, oh my god, I didn't download like any music. I had this one song downloaded, and I was listening to that one song on repeat, probably like a hour bus ride to the airport, to Incheon Airport. So I should get some songs downloaded. I should know by now, but other stuff for priorities. So I had one song on repeat all the way to the airport. Even when I got to the airport, I'm not gonna lie, I was still listening to that one song. Finally got to the airport. I got Wi-Fi, and I was able to download a bunch of songs. I downloaded songs I liked, and also downloaded a bunch of Drake songs too. So yeah, and then from the airport, I met up with somebody from my unit that was also going to Texas, but they're going to PCS. But like we kind of met up, and we were there for each other along the way. But yeah, we met up. We got we got our tickets, we got on the plane, and I was in coach. The seats were pretty rough. I was in the middle seat. At least I had an aisle seat, but I was in the middle seat. I had no window seat. I was in the middle seat. The plane was good. I was on the end. At first, like, I was just like, oh my god, like, there's babies screaming, there's just people talking, there's so many people, and it's just like, I kind of felt like a little bit of anxiety at that point, because I was like, oh god, like, I feel like this whole plane ride, I feel like, I felt like this, like, I couldn't, like, move or stretch and stuff. So at the beginning of the plane, I started getting a lot of anxiety, because it was just, I felt very, like, confined, and I knew it would be a long plane ride. So I was just trying to, like, calm myself down. And then I realized, like, as the plane's taking off, there's like an old Korean lady right next to me, and I see that she's trying to, like, put on a movie. There's like a little screen in front of you when you sit down, and she's trying to put on a movie or something. And she had trouble seeing, like, she was squinting, like, really, like, looking in. And I asked her, like, you need help, and I show her. And she told me, oh, no violent movies and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. So I look at, and she didn't want no kid movies. She just wanted, like, I guess, regular movies. So, I help her put on movies. She was just watching, like, random movies. I don't even know what they were, but they looked pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. It looked pretty nice. But she was really nice. It kind of, like, warmed my heart. Just, like, that. I don't know if I didn't really feel bad for her. It's just, like, I guess it's nice helping out old people, so it makes me feel good, and one day I'm gonna be like that, so I hope somebody's gonna be nice enough to show me how to work something. But yeah, it felt good. So that was a plane ride. It was actually 12 hours, I believe, and I landed in Dallas, Texas, probably around, so it was the 24th, so with the time difference, it was 12 hours. I left on the 24th around, like, probably like 4 o'clock. Got when I got to Texas, probably around that same time ish, like lunch time, like 12 or I don't know, something like that. I'm not trying to do math or time, but I'm gonna just say I got there and it was probably midday, afternoonish, and the sun was out. We had to get our bags, so we picked up our bag. I was with the other person. We were kind of traveling together, but we picked up our bags, and then we went through customs again, and then I would say good thing about military is that when you're going through like customs and you have to go through security and everything, they kind of just like throw you in, like pass you by pretty quickly. You don't have to do a full, like, take off your shoes. At least for me, I didn't. Like, I didn't have to, like, take off my shoes or anything. It was nice. So yeah, they kind of like push you through that. It's still a lot of waiting, and it's at that point when I got to the airport, I wasn't gonna lie, like, I was tired, but I wasn't tired, and I was just like tired, travel tired. I was just travel tired, and I just wanted to, like, but I was almost there. Like, I was in Texas, so we go to our gate. I find out like 45 minutes before we about to get on that the gate changed. Okay, so we run over to the other side, and we go to that gate. I think it was like Echo. It was E. So we go over to that gate. We wait there. Not probably like an hour in, canceled. Fuck. So we go up to the counter and we ask them, like, hey, like, our flight has been, like, it said it, like, I guess my friend got a text message saying that the flight isn't until 8 in the morning, and it is the 24th, like, midday, and the flight won't leave until the next day at 8 in the morning. Great. So we go to the counter, we tell them that we're going to clean, we show them our tickets. She schedules us a flight, I think, like 5 hours later. So after all that wait, so probably it's been like 3 hours, so just another 5 hours. Okay. It's a long time, but I would say just one thing I learned is that time will move. Time will just move. If you got a large amount of time to do something, and you don't have nothing to do, is just take it by hour or sections, you know. So I kind of viewed it, I was like, okay, we were just at the airport for like 3 hours. That's cool. All right. And we just have 5 hours to go. I was like, okay, that's nothing. And then when the first hour passed, I was like, it's just 4 hours. It's not that bad. So we left. The flight to Clean was an hour, and we left probably around. It was dark outside, so I'm gonna say like probably around like 10, right? So it was like 10 o'clock, maybe 10:09. Okay, yeah. So just an hour flight, and then we landed in Clean. My friend got picked up by someone else, and you know, they went on leave. I just went straight to my duty station. Mind you, this whole time I had no phone connection. It was just I was surviving off of Wi-Fi at the airport. When I got out, I had used my friend's phone to text my sponsor to come pick me up. My sponsor is non-existent. Did not help me throughout the whole process. It sucks, but Army, Fort Hood, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, so no one picked me up. My sponsor told me last minute that they couldn't pick me up because they weren't allowed to. When they said that, I wanted to text back, why can't you pick me up? Like, I wanted to hear a reason. And because I knew it was bullshit. Like, I was just like, that's bullshit. Like, what do you mean you can't pick me up? Like, what? But I didn't do that because they were supposed to be, I guess, somebody to show me around. I was hoping to just kind of help me get a little acclimated, I suppose, but it ended up not happening. And I didn't say like, oh, why can't you pick me up? Because I'm not trying to make any conflict with this person, because I might be working with this person, so, or like going to the same unit. So I didn't text anything. I was just like, okay. But they did tell me that there is somebody at the airport, like when you get off, that there will be somebody, I guess, from the military that is going to take you to in processing. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I pick up my bag, or before I picked up my bag, I did see a desk, and I did see someone in the uniform. And I go up, I didn't say nothing, I just smiled. And then he's like, are you the one? I'm like, yeah. And I think right then and there he knew that no one's picking me up and I need a ride. So he knew that. He told me to get my bag. I had to like sign a paper or something. He told me to get my bag, and then there's a van outside that will take you to where you need to go. I'm like, all right. So just get in the white van. He's like, yeah. I was like, okay. So I grabbed my stuff, say goodbye to my friend, and then I get in the white van. I'm the only person. And then some staff sergeant drove me here to the in-processing barracks. This was like probably around close to, I would say it was probably close to, so I came in like almost exactly at like 1 o'clock in the morning. So it was like the 25th. So I came in, and I'm exhausted. Like, I'm just ready to get to my room. I go to the barracks, I open the door. I was like, hey, like, I just, you know, is this where you start in processing? He's like, yeah, I'm the guy at the desk, the CQ desk. So he shows me to the room. There's like two sergeants there. The sergeant asks me some questions, and I go ahead and start like filling out some like just general information, right? You know, like your email, like where you coming from, like they signed my leave. I made sure they signed my leave form. That was like the biggest thing. I needed them to sign my leave form. Just like general information. One of the questions was like just like, you know, general information, right? So it's like your phone number. So I was like, oh, that phone number. So I leave that blank. I gave it to her. She's looking over. She's like, you forgot your phone number. I'm like, I don't have a phone number right now, sorry. And she's like, you straight out of AIT? I'm like, no, I just came from Korea. Like, I didn't have a phone. I didn't have an American phone number. She was like, okay. So I guess she gave, to be honest, I don't know what the hell she was telling me. She's like telling me like policies here and stuff. I'm like, all right. Like in one ear out the other, like I kind of get the gist of it. Like just be good. That's all I got, you know. I can't remember, honestly. I think, yeah, I came in. She told me I wouldn't start in processing till Friday, so yesterday. And it was Thursday, and when I got back to my room, I took a shower. Good. And I didn't have no roommates here, too, so I guess it's good, but, like, I don't have, I don't know what the hell's going on sometimes. Like, I guess they got formations out here. I don't be going to any of them. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I'm only on, like, so technically day 1 of in processing, so it's alright. But yeah, so I get to my room. I lay down. It's cold. Somebody stole my jacket on the plane too, so I was like, dang, I got no jacket. Freezing. But yeah, it was like 1 o'clock, and when I laid down, and I was up for a good minute. Okay, I'm just making sure that fucking my phone was on. I was like, did I just talk to the phone the whole time without it recording? But yeah, so I got in here, and then I could not fall asleep. Like, I just could not. I was tired, and I wanted to go to sleep. I couldn't. So I'm like, dang, I don't got nothing to do today. Alright, so I was like, I'm gonna go in process. So I leave the barracks really early because I've been up since 1 and it is 5. So in processing starts at 6 o'clock at the coping center at Fort Hood, and I go to the coping center at 6 o'clock, but I got there at like 5:30 and nobody was there, and it was so dark. I didn't know where the hell I was walking to. Like, I walked straight, and then I went to some barracks and asked where it was, and then they said across the street, so I just kept going. And then I got there and I did see Copeland, so I'm like, okay. So I got there, everything was locked. I kind of just waited outside until somebody did open the door for me. So I went ahead and started in processing. There's a lot of people, and it was nice to see. Like, I didn't feel alone. Like, I guess there's people my rank, and it was nice. I felt like it was cool. Maybe it was people straight out of AIT. I think there was somebody from Korea, but like, it was kind of nice to have be around, like, you know, people just coming in, and you know, maybe potentially people I could talk to, because I don't have a whole lot of friends, and that's what I want, right? Not desperate, but it'd be nice to kind of know somebody. Anyways, they start asking, like, you know, they give us some papers to fill out, and one of the questions was like a phone number, and then they had us check our paperwork, just make sure we had our orders with a stamp on it, and make sure we had our leave form signed, and just, I don't know, something else. And when the sergeant looks at mine, he's just like, where's your phone number? So I don't got a phone. He's like, I just came from Korea. He's like, oh, Korea. Yeah, so I didn't have a phone, so I told him that I just been like surviving off of Wi-Fi. Like, I don't have any type of connections or anything. Like, I hadn't talked to anybody. I'm like in the dark. So anyways, my name wasn't on the list, and he told me that I didn't start processing till tomorrow. And I told him, I was just like, can I just start in processing today? He's like, no, like, it's I guess because there's so many people and they kind of have a schedule. So he said tomorrow. So I'm like, okay. So I started. That was today that my day 1 of in processing. I finally got a phone though. When I got back from the when they kicked me out of the Copeland Center, I went back to the barracks, and I was just like, hey, like, what are the hits? Like, you guys take us, because I'm gonna go to DFAC. Like, I was really hungry. Like, I hadn't eaten since the airport when I was in Dallas. I was really hungry. When I talked to the sergeant, I was just like, hey, like, are you going to the DFAC? Like, are you guys taking soldiers to the DFAC? She was like, yeah, but I guess they already left for some reason on the Thursday at like 5 o'clock because of certain times training or something. So I missed the bus, or missed the van, and the sergeant ended up, he gave me a ride. It was cool. We had a cool conversation. I told him like how I don't have a phone, and he's like, okay. So he told me later that day, like, hey, just meet me like 11 something, and I'll take you to the PX so we get your I'll drop you off so you can get a phone. I'm like, okay. So I guess, like, I'm waiting around doodling my fingers, and then I finally came in to get Wi-Fi, and then but I guess I needed it because I was gonna do some JKO classes while I'm here. So he takes me to was it before he took me to the PX? Some sergeant wanted me to do some kind of like detail of like cleaning the hallway and bathroom. Look, be a good soldier. When somebody tells you what to do, like do it. But just me, it's like he's like, yeah, I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you to just mop the hallways, help mop the hallways, like help mop the hallways, and clean the girls' bathroom. I'm like, okay. And then I look at the 2 new privates straight out of AIT, and then I was just like, I'm tired. I haven't slept. You don't know my story, but it's just like, I told him I'm going to the PX, so like I got something to do. I can't be doing this. Like, this is not important to me, and I need a phone because I need to call people. Like, I need to tell my family like I got here okay. Like, I need a phone. Like, I need to survive. So, yes, he takes you to the PX. I get that figured out. Oh my god, it took forever. And I'm still using my old potato phone. It's a Google Pixel 4. I would say at least I got service. I do want an iPhone. I like iPhone, but this will do. I got service, so I'm gonna just see how much this is a month, and then depending how much I pay a month, and just seeing how it is, I might get a new phone, but we'll see. I got a phone that has service, and I'm good with that. What's up? All the stuff I want that's better will come in time. So everyone says don't try to rush stuff. Like, I want a car, tough not having a car, but that stuff will come in time. So it's alright. Finally did get out of the barracks though. Last night I went to a party, and it was my best friend. He had a friend that was out here, and I get along with him, and I knew whatever people he got out here, I'll probably get along with them, and we did. It was nice. I was just like in the room. There were so many people in the room, and I was just like, I didn't know anybody, and all I knew was that guy, and he was cool. Like, at the end of the night, like, I was one of the last people to leave, and I told him like, hey, like, I really, I helped him clean up too. Like, I told him, I was like, hey, like, I really appreciate you, invited me over. It's something you didn't have to do. You didn't even know me. So, and there's all these people here, and they don't know me, but like, I had a lot of fun, and I just told him like, I just really appreciate it, because I would have been here all night and this whole weekend in these barracks, like, not doing anything. And I learned that it's nice to have my own time. I'm very introverted, and I like having my alone time, but I need like human contact. I need like not desperate, but just, I don't know. I honestly, like, my coming to Fort Hood, or just like this duty station in general, I don't want to, I'm done with the relationships. I don't want any relationships. I really want to focus on finding meaningful relationships as friends and nothing more. I am done with relationships. I don't need somebody to make me feel good. I can make myself feel good, and I don't need anybody to get me where I need to go in life. It's good to know people, but I don't want to have to financially rely on a man or a woman to get things that I need. I can figure stuff out on my own, and I'm okay. Like, I'm fine. I want to be the most independent as possible, because at the end of the day, I always think that it's just going to be me at the end of the day, and I want to make sure I'm okay, because when everyone else around me is gone, when they're not here and I can't rely on them, I gotta be able to figure it out and rely on myself. It's kind of selfish, but that's just the way I feel. So yeah. I know this is a pretty long one, almost 30 minutes. Jeez. All right, well, I'm gonna cut it off. But if you watch this whole video, maybe it was helpful. I don't like putting so much personal information out on the internet, but if it's helpful, just let me know in the comments. I think this is kind of gonna be like some of these videos I put out on YouTube, like my last video of leaving Korea and like now, I think it's just gonna be like my personal experience. I'm not the best at talking, and I'm not the best at like putting things in chronological order, so like I feel like I can just fly by stuff so quickly, and it's like, wait a minute, how did you get from here to here? Like, what was the time? What was going on between that? So hopefully, you know, someone's interested, or I don't know, someone watches it. If not, I don't know, it's just gonna be for me and my personal growth and journey. So see y'all in the next video. Peace.